Disclaimer: the following program features language not suitable for all audiences, and the expressed opinions found within this program are a reflection of those who feature on the PopCulture Effect podcast. Welcome to the PopCulture Effect. I'm Rockin Rob, and on this show I bring my closest friends together to talk about all of the news happening in our pop culture world around us.
Hey there everyone, Blaze here, hosting today's episode of the PopCulture Effect, and I'm here with my three besties. Robbie is still locked in the editor room, so we don't have to worry about him, but I'm here with Menace.
Hello.
Subset.
Heyo.
And our gremlin Gemini.
Hello.
So this episode's gonna be a bit of part two to last week's episode where we talked about the reactions to the nominations to the Game Awards. This episode's gonna be talking about what happened during the Game Awards, talking about some of our views on who won for each award, and then talking about a ton, and I mean a ton, of the games that got announced during this Game Awards. There's a lot. There's like, how much, Menace, how much did you say there were?
There are like 59, 60 either games, DLCs, or other announcements coming out.
Jeez, that's a lot. Which is very interesting because I didn't save it, but I saw something about the ratio of awards time to game announcement time, and it was like somewhere between 25 to 30% was only used for the actual Game Awards. The rest of it was for any kind of game announcements or DLCs and whatnot.
Yeah.
Which, like, I mean, it has an up and down to it, because the whole point of these Game Awards were to give our love to the people that were nominated and who won each award, but it's also kind of nice to get like a big event that shows off a bunch of stuff that's coming out. Because with E3 pretty much being dead at this point, it just kind of feels like the Game Awards is turning into the new E3. I don't know if it feels like that for others as well, but it definitely feels like that for me.
Essentially.
But
well,
yeah.
I never watched these stuff before, so
I try to tune in and watch the Game Awards every year because I find it entertaining.
I don't care who wins.
Thankfully, we didn't have someone sneak on stage like last year.
Oh, I was gonna say, this is the first time I've ever paid attention to like Game Awards.
But yeah, before we get into this, just want to say thank you for those who are listening in on CJSW, and for those who want to check us out on YouTube for full unedited versions, check out our YouTube channel at the PopCulture Effect. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Check us out if you get a chance. We'd really appreciate it.
And tip, please. We broke. We need money.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Quit begging!
I mean, YouTube did just come out with memberships, so...
Please, we need to feed Robbie. He's stuck in the editor's room and we can't let him out. So, before we get into the game announcements part of the awards video, there are a couple things that happened in the Game Awards that I think a couple of us wanted to talk about. I know for me personally, there's a bit of controversy going on right now. People are getting a little annoyed that the Game Awards is turning into kind of an E3 like I was talking earlier, because of how quickly they were just burning through awards for people and not giving the winners a moment to like say something on stage. And when someone did get put on stage to talk about something, to talk about them winning, they were immediately given a screen that said hurry up.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Even Larian Studios, when they got up there, they started talking and immediately were given a cue card to say hurry up. They barely had time to talk about anything.
That's kind of shit. What the
While they were in the middle of honoring the people that passed away while making this game.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's actually really shitty. What the
For the respect for all gamers, that is unfortunate. You know, this is the moment where they're supposed to talk about their game, and they're cheating, all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole point.
E3 is supposed to be the announcements, and this is supposed to be like honoring.
Yeah, but people don't give a shit about
They're
E3
talking about those
anymore.
games that have come out. Yeah.
The same case with conventions, my dude. They just went downhill.
Then why turn something else into the same?
It's because they know people actually pay attention to that.
It's because society's like a circus and we're the clowns.
I like the clowns.
It's true. I hate clowns.
Wow.
I think, and this will probably lead
Stop
into
thinking of the
something this will probably lead into something I know Menace wants to talk about. I think it's kind of due to Christopher Judge's really long 8-minute speech from last year's event. I think they were worried about something like that happening again, but still, they shouldn't have forced it like that on the people who had important stuff to say.
Like, do they have like a certain amount of time for this whole wars to go on? I thought they just go on until it's over.
It pretty much just goes on until it was over.
But why were they rushing then? This is the whole point of awards.
I think they wanted
people complain
to stay,
about people talking.
Yeah, I think they wanted to keep it at a certain time frame. But yeah, there wasn't really like a limit to it, to my knowledge.
But now hearing about those SKU cards, I wonder if that's why Christopher Judge said what he did.
Maybe, yeah.
Probably.
It's like I could see him getting a cue card, and a big controversy that has come out of it as well is while he was up there, he had mentioned his 8-minute speech. He took a pause and he said, "Funny enough, my speech is actually longer than this year's Call of Duty campaign." I busted out laughing when I heard that.
Let's just say a lot of the COD community just went an uproar.
They were devs.
Well, you also got to realize the voice actor for Price was saying flack to him too.
Like, yeah, on Twitter. But they were, the thing is that the thing that they were going after was so stupid. Like, they were essentially saying that, like, they were talking about the playable hours between Call of Duty and
God of War.
And God of War. Yeah, sorry.
But that's not like a good comparison. Like, one's a single player game, the other is a multiplayer game, where originally it was started with a campaign, which at this point don't really.
I think that's why they said it, is because he had talked about the campaign for Call of Duty, but they went from campaign hours to playable hours, playing hours. But that's obviously counting in multiplayer as well.
Like, dude, if you just could not accept it.
That's hilarious. That's so hilarious.
The first thing I thought of, though, was that, like, the past 2 God of Wars have been insanely huge, and like the big open world that you get to explore and have events happen in.
Need more of this.
Yeah, I stand by Christopher Judge saying that was funny as hell.
Yeah, but
the man's got sass, and I love it.
Speaking of funny things, the director of Larian Studios, when they went up to do their award, he actually walked up on stage in full plate armor.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's great.
And one thing I found out is that whenever they go to like award stuff like this, he always goes in full plate.
Does he really?
Yeah. Because apparently he is a huge LARPer. He loves going to LARP events. Their logo for Larian Studios is an homage to LARP because it's like a knight getting shot with like a Nerf dart.
Is it? I didn't know that. Honestly, in hearing this about who is this again? The main director?
Yeah.
Of Larian? Like one of the head honchos, right?
Yeah.
He is the head honcho.
Yeah, so like this is like, I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons why Larian Studios does pretty well with their fantasy games, is because they have people who care about
they're part of the fantasy community. They're not.
Yeah, they're part of the community that they are making content for. So like that's probably why Divinity 2. I'm sure Larian has other games aside from these 3, but those are the only ones that I'm thinking of right now. You know, Baldur's Gate 3. You know, that's probably why they are considered such good games. Because I played DOS 1 and 2. They were okay. I had a lot of fun with 2, but that's because I played it with friends. But they are very long. But like I can see why. I can see now why there is a lot of love put into it, because these people, you know, my brain's dying, but like, you know,
they're part also of fans.
Yeah, like they're fans of like this kind of stuff. So that's great, because I honestly feel like a lot of these head honchos of game companies are just there for. They're there for the money. See the dollar. Yeah, they see dollar signs, and so they don't give a shit as long as they can make the money.
And they need to whine when people are not, eating it up.
Yeah, because they're like, well, we put all this money in, so you could spend your money, and it's just like, no.
And Larian's over here like, you spend money and we get your time.
But Sven Vink is the CEO and founder of Larian Studios.
Okay, and this is the guy who like does the like he is in full plate armor.
Yep, he came on stage in full plate for being
amazing.
Awarded.
I know when it was nearing the end of its like production with Baldur's Gate, like nearing the end, and it was very close to release time, I think Larian Studios like rented out this whole massive like castle for their final showcase, and I think they even did like a very brief like D&D thing too at this castle. Like they went balls to the walls with their Baldur's Gate announcements and everything. I'm pretty sure every time they did like a dev showcase or something, the dude was wearing armor. I'm pretty sure. I remember there was always some old dude in like full plate armor, and that might have been him every time they did a showcase, and he was there. He was always in armor, and I understand why and who that was.
Now I can't wait to get it. I'm so glad that you told me that it's out.
Of course.
But I think one more controversy that kind of adds on to the whole people getting like told to hurry up on stage and whatnot. Some of the actors that were on stage giving off some of the awards, like Anthony Mackie, Simu Liu, they had the longest time on stage, and I don't think they were told to hurry up compared to the people.
Big names. You can't up their big names.
They were on stage longer than any of the people that actually won awards, and half the time they were just cracking jokes throughout their whole time being up there.
We just have to see if this treatment goes on the next year, folks, and if it does, we know what to do.
Riot.
Make our own award show outside of the award show.
Do not actually riot.
But I think now we can get on to our second part of this episode, where we're going to talk about some of the game announcements that we thought were interesting and cared about. There's a lot that went on. There's a lot of things that got announced in this, so we're only going to cover a couple that we really cared about. If you want to check out all of it, IGN has a playlist of all the trailers of everything that got announced, and also there's a few different websites you can check out as well that give like the full list of everything got announced as well. Or you can just watch the full Game Awards yourself if you feel like, and get a little bit more insight of what we're talking about. I beat you to the punch.
But looking at this list, I guess I'll take it off. That's okay.
Yeah, go for it. Start us off.
So the first few actually are pretty cool. We got Black Myth Wukong, which I'm actually interested in. It's like a Soulsborne type game, but following the exact story of Journey to the East.
Interesting.
Or Journey to the West. Yeah, this is Sun Wukong's story.
Is that the Jackie Chan movie?
I don't know.
No.
I do think that for all the stuff that happened at the Game Awards, especially with Christopher Judge saying that flack, this DLC for Ragnarok is gonna be kind of dumb. It looks like another arena-based thing, like Muspelheim in God of War 1, or the next installment, the last game.
Once I saw that this was a free update, I had a feeling it was just going to be just an arena type thing. It's not going to have an actual story to it.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to get some dialogue from Mimir and Kratos, and we're probably going to see him dealing with the ending of the ending of the game, but
maybe he might deal with like some leftover trauma and stuff.
Yeah, and I guess the game's been out long enough. In the end, Atreus and Kratos split off, like, the boy's grown now, so we're probably going to see him dealing with that. But moving on, No Man's Sky is getting another massive update where they are doing, it's called Evolution. I'm actually not sure. It kind of just went over a bunch of the old stuff.
Yeah, it was more of a teaser than anything. They're pretty much just going over the lineage of all the expansions that they've done for No Man's Sky leading into Evolution, but it was more of a teaser for it.
And of course, we got the new Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. It is another This is Subset's apparently hyped.
I am, dude.
This is like the titular Tenkaichi 4 that everybody has been waiting for, which I did love Tenkaichi 2 and Tenkaichi 3.
Yeah!
But I've never, it's another fighter. We get the people with the highest abilities that they're at in the show.
It's gonna be so good. Give me the year.
I don't think it'll be Sparky. That. Dragon Ball Z games, even though they do have their story, it's essentially just following the show, and those games never really get that much, like...
I hope this is a different matter for this case, because dude, I'm sorry,
You want another Xenoverse situation?
No, but this one, I have high hopes.
I would like to apologize for interrupting such a wealth of conversation about the new game releases that are coming out. However, there is one title that I cannot let pass without me talking about, and that is Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I am honestly quite upset with the lack of content that they actually talked about with this game, because as the name implies, it is a new era in Dragon Ball 3D fighting games, taking the inspiration from Budokai Tenkaichi and bringing it to the modern day. And the best part about this game is we're we're gonna get beam clashes. Well, actually, that's speculative. The real best part about this game is the fact that we are going to see Super. Everything about the game that's been shown off, from the gameplay, the graphics, the transformations, the characters they're including, is all going to blow my mind, and it's going to blow my expectations out of the water. I can't wait for this game to come out. I can't wait for the potential DLC to come out. I can't wait to run tournaments with my friends. I can't wait for the what ifs that we may get. Imagine if we get a what if of, let's say, Roshi fighting Jiren like in the manga, or Gohan fighting Kefla. There's infinite possibilities. I hope we get a large representation of Super. Obviously, you can't do a Dragon Ball game without representing Z, but, you know, it'll be really awesome to potentially fight Perfect Cell with Gohan Beast, you know? It'll be those moments that we're really looking forward to. So, I apologize to interrupt this wonderful conversation. I will pass it back to my friends from the editing room. This has been Rob for the thing that I just couldn't stand not talking about this week.
Another one that I was interested in is the Blade game coming out. It looks pretty good.
I'm excited for it too. I was shocked that it's Bethesda who's making it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried that it's Bethesda who's making it.
I am
But
a little bit too.
you gotta remember,
least...
it's actually backed by Marvel, though.
Yeah, that's just like one thing I will give it a bit more hope. Like, you know, Marvel's there as well, working with them.
If anything, it's giving Xbox players a Marvel game finally. Which, I mean, like, we've had Guardians of the Galaxy on it and whatnot, but it's like PlayStation has Spider-Man, and then they're gonna have Wolverine, because I think that one's gonna be a PlayStation exclusive as well.
It is.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be nice for us to have Blade. And I don't know if it's gonna be an Xbox exclusive, but it's nice that Xbox is getting it.
Like, not only all that, because like Marvel, I'm just happy we're finally seeing something of Blade.
Yeah,
I've been
I
a
feel
fan
like
of Blade for a while.
If the combat system is good and it feels like a nice vampire hack and slash, essentially, because
not hack and slash. I wanted something similar like in the Arkham games.
Arkham games would be cool
mixture,
too.
good combat, you know, shit like that. A good place you can run around, because this is centered in Paris, so we're being in Paris in this shit.
But if we're morbing around, flying
What
through
do
the
you
air
mean
and
morbing
shit,
around? We're not. Blade doesn't have any of that powers shit.
You got the speed.
Yeah, he has the speed. That's about it. He has the standard.
Yeah, but I could
of a
see
vampire.
I could see video game. Yeah, but with video game logic, you could super speed and then super jump, and it's essentially the same thing.
Yeah, but that'll be just base. Come on. The main thing you gotta look at is the gear he's gonna use to kill these vampires, because in the movies and other shit, he uses a lot other than his main sword and shit.
I know, but that's what I want to see. That's why I want to see it kind of like a hack and slash as well, where it's like you're going into nests of vampires and cutting them out, or you got like this big group that's showing up.
I'm just worried about the narrative part, because Blade, he's really good as a detective himself, like doing mysteries, doing like cases, stuff like that. I hope we see a form of detective in this.
That'd be cool. But
then getting the hack and slash.
Yeah, like during the fight, I hope it's like that, because it's supposed to be Blade, it's supposed to be vampire, like dark, gritty vampires, gory, that kind of stuff. I want to see that. But going to the other side, DC, this trailer for Suicide Squad, my god.
Yeah, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I'm hyped for this game. I think it's gonna do good. As long as it does better than Gotham Knights, we're fine.
Yes, the gameplay looks fun as hell. Do we know if it's 5 players though? Because there's 5 playable characters. That's stupid.
Pretty sure it's 4, but yeah, because there is 5 playable characters, but usually during like the gameplay stuff that you get shown, I only see 4 of them.
Yeah, except for like the first trailers and stuff.
Yeah, but if they do like 5 in this, I could be wrong. If they do 5 players, that's gonna be cool. That'll be nice.
It's gonna be so fun, because you're going up against Superman and Flash and Green Lantern, like some of the strongest in the entire league.
Batman, Arkham, Batman. I don't give a fuck about everybody else. It's all about Batman right now in this.
I don't know. I saw in the trailer you get to see part of the Flash fight and the Green Lantern fight, and you see Barry like standing still making a lightning tornado. It honestly made me sad. I'm not gonna lie.
Why?
Why is he standing still?
Because game mechanics.
There should be a game mechanic where like you have Waller and stuff too, so like they should I don't know. They should give you something else to slow him down than him just standing still.
Or
but
like
anyway,
that, Captain Boomerang has like a gauntlet which basically gives him the speed Speed Force powers. I can see if you have like a Captain Boomerang your team, he's supposed to distract him while the others have to work
can
together.
Get that too, though. I saw that in the trailer as well.
No, he doesn't. It's something different. It's not the Speed Force gauntlet.
Oh, it had like lightning coming off of it, like the Speed Force, and he like super speed and jumped the air.
It's probably something else, like, because the only one who has that gauntlet is Captain Boomerang, because he knows how to do it.
I watched one of the cutscenes that they released, and like King Shark has his like own thing going on where his like tattoos on him like start to glow, and he has like super jump.
Oh, okay.
Using it all way, descended of an ancient shark.
Here I am again talking about another game because I just realized they also talked about Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and oh my god, I am so excited for this game to come out. Whether it is being able to finally play as the Suicide Squad in a 4-player team-based combat situation, and hopefully it's better than the 2-player, but it should have been 4-player Gotham Knights. I want to say that it's just really nice to finally... It's kind of similar to the Lego DC villains in my opinion, obviously not in gameplay, but just in the theme of finally being able to take control of these villains. And to top it off, you get some great looking representations of characters. You get Batman finally killing people. You have Superman being the all-powerful god he can be. You've got Flash being just the most incredible version of himself, having his snarky humor while also just beating the tar out of you. And then you have John Stewart Green Lantern, which I have to say, not only is this game going to be amazing for the fact that we finally get John Stewart in a video game that's not a skin in Injustice, but you know, we finally get to see what happens when Brainiac takes over the Justice League, sans Wonder Woman, and systematically tries to take over the whole world. I am super excited for this game. I can't wait to play it with all the guys. It's going to be so much fun. I'm excited. I'm more so excited for this game than I am for the Suicide Squad anime, but I still think that anime is going to be pretty sweet. Anyways, that's enough out of me. I'm gonna send it back to you guys.
Anything else you want to mention, Menace?
Oh, I was gonna see. I know there's a couple of them that we all play and we all like, and we're all kind of looking forward to.
And that is.
Does anyone else wish to talk about? I don't want to just keep calling them out.
Well, I'm pretty sure we're talking about the finals, right?
Well, we got that, but there's other ones like Monster Hunter Wilds looks cool.
I'm interested for Light No Fire. It's gonna be made by the same people of No Man's Sky, and it's basically a fantasy version of No Man's Sky with their promise of it being a real open world experience where it's a full world to explore.
I'm listening.
And fully...
How many players are we talking?
It is multiplayer. You can play with friends, and it's going to be fully rendered to where you can be on top of a mountain and see a village like fully rendered that you can travel to without load time from miles away.
See, now it just feels like over promises.
Yeah. It's interesting because if they can do it and have enough meat in it to where it doesn't feel like a nothing burger, like actually have content in that open world, it'll be fun.
And when we say content, we don't mean cave system, 2 boxes, 3 enemies here, like village with 3 people and a blacksmith here, like settlements and like not the
world are living wildlife.
Intense.
Another one, they didn't really show too much for it, and they didn't really talk a lot about the details of it, but I'm really excited for OD as well, which is it's a horror game that's going to be by Kojima and Jordan Peele.
What?
Who?
Jordan Peele?
The comedian Jordan Peele who started doing the horror movies like Get
Out.
No.
This Is Us.
This Is Us.
Like he's been doing a lot of...
Not gonna lie.
Okay,
wow,
Peele and Kojima doing something together?
And apparently there's other big people that are working on this as well that they're keeping as a secret for now.
Oh god.
It's going to be a good masterpiece if it's done right.
Depending on what it's about too, because the only thing we got was a teaser of what looked like digital captures of like people's faces and reactions to like...
Look, it's Kojima and Jordan Peele. This is going to be a mind. We already know this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I was gonna say Kojima, he's got some weird shit that he's made.
Wasn't there a whole thing about him coming out of like the PT door in the showcase or some stuff?
I mean, he was working. He did work on Silent Hills.
Yeah.
One game that I'm also looking at is something I've been keeping up because I'm a fan of the Ninja Turtles, The Rise of the Ronin.
That does look cool, and I hope they follow the story really well. That's
Oh yeah. I can't wait to play a gritty game of the Ninja Turtle universe.
Hey, Subset, I'm gonna stop you right there. That's not the Ninja Turtles.
Wait, what?
no, it isn't. I actually didn't watch that.
Rise of the Ronin is like what's that samurai game that was PlayStation exclusive?
It was a PlayStation exclusive?
Shakira?
Yeah.
Oh not Sekiro. I know what you're talking about.
Ghost of Tsushima?
Ghost of Tsushima.
Tsushima.
Yeah, Rise of Ronin is basically like Ghost of Tsushima from the trailer.
Well,
yeah, it is not a TMNT game. We're probably gonna cut that out.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
God, Warframe is still around?
Oh, dude, they're going strong. They just added a whole nother storyline. I've gone back and played a couple of the other ones that came out. There was one where you were like in the past. It was pretty good. But yeah, they're still going strong.
Oh, David Diver and Dredge crossover? Hold on. Upset. You seeing this shit?
Oh yeah.
But we got Monster Hunter Wilds, which is Nexus installment.
I am sad that they never made crossplay available for Worlds when they promised they would.
A game I'm really looking forward to, and me and Subset played the beta for it. Blaze, I'm not sure if you played the beta too. The first Descendant got a trailer.
I did not play the beta for that.
It's an MMO, but it's got like hero-based aspects where you can pick different characters that have certain abilities. But it's a looter shooter akin to like Destiny or other MMOs.
When I was going through, it was a nice time, I guess. I will say there's some things that I kind of felt they need to work on, but that's just a beta, so I'll wait until the game's out.
Yeah, but they got grappling hooks that you can use, and there's supposed to be other equipment coming out with the full release.
Yeah.
But
I'm
it
sad
makes
Dragon Age Dreadwolf wasn't a part of this lineup.
I think for me, the announcement I was the most excited for was the Final Fantasy 16 DLCs that they announced. Echoes of the Fallen, which released that night of the Game Awards, and then we're going to be getting Rise and Tide at a later date.
There's two things that I was actually pretty. One of which I was expecting to see something. The other one was a complete surprise, to my opinion. And the first one that I was interested in to see anything was the Dead by Daylight spin-off that was revealed.
There was talks for a while about them making a story game in the world of Dead by Daylight, and I was happy we finally got a trailer for it.
Yeah, the casting of Frank Stone. So I'm interested in what they're going to do with this to branch off the universe even more. So I can't wait for that. And the other one that took me by completely surprise, which I'm now invested in, is the Jurassic Park survival game that's coming. Like, oh yeah, it's been. I hope if this is, because when I was watching the trailer, it was giving me Alien Isolation feels. So if it does something like that, I'm all in, dude. I'm all in.
Are you gonna get Clever Girl?
Maybe, possibly.
I know one that we're excited for that honestly took me by surprise too is that the Finals launch trailer coming out on the night of the Game Awards as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
On which everybody who's listening to this recording, we already been playing it, and so far we are enjoying our time. It's a good party.
Fun.
It's a good party.
You will fear me with my sledgehammer.
You will fear me with my bullshit.
I just go for the objective.
Yeah, because me and Blaze are doing all the work. Gosh.
Yes, because getting the way to win is definitely not doing any work.
We need some, somebody to carry.
I'm the runner, and that's what I do. But for those of you that don't know, the Finals is a multiplayer shooter game where your objective is to get these little boxes called vaults and bring them to a cash out point. You got 3 of them, and there are 2 other teams that you are going against, and you can steal the box or steal the cash out as the time runs down. But the big thing is that this is a set in a game show in its universe. So you have things like events where there's meteors or lasers from the sky or low gravity, just wacky stuff like that. You have announcers that are talking about your plays and stuff like that.
And the full arena is completely destructible.
Oh,
yes.
So people who like Battlefield or games that have a lot of destruction, Levolution is probably something you might want to take a look.
There was yesterday? There was a game where me and Subset were playing where every time that there was a vault or cash out located, the entire building was destroyed.
Yes. Oh my, comparing it to beta and now, people are just destroying foundations at this point. They don't give a
It's funny.
It's great, yeah.
Gemini, were there any game announcements that you were hyped for?
Let me pull the list back up because I just closed out of it.
Be included, damn it.
I for a moment there. Anyway, like I said, where was it?
Right there.
Monster Hunter Wilds, that intrigues me. The Jurassic Park Survival, is that not like a park builder?
No,
it's like a horror survival where you're being hunted by the dinosaurs.
That's what I mentioned. Okay. It gives like alien isolation feels when I was watching the trailer.
Yeah, no, okay, so I am kind of intrigued by that because that was something that always kind of irritated me with the Jurassic Park games, is that they were just like Zoo Tycoon but Jurassic Park skinned, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I guess I kind of see the appeal of playing Zoo Tycoon but in Jurassic Park, but like I want to be in Jurassic Park. I want to be the one who is trying to escape the island or die trying.
And fun fact, this is it. You're a scientist who was left behind during the first films after everybody left.
Oh, you mean
this takes place canonically after the first movie, and you're just like survivor who got left behind?
Yes. In the very first film, everybody already left when they were doing the evacuation and whatnot, so you have to make your way through the island and try to escape and survive.
Oh,
Everything's already
oh my god, no. Okay, I am excited for that because like I said, I always hated with the Evolution, or I think it was Jurassic Park Evolution, it's just park management. And I'll be honest, I get bored of park management games after about like an hour.
Coming from the one who plays Sims.
That's different. I like managing people because I can create my own little stories with them and everything and watch how they play out. You can't create stories with a park management
We've seen how your stories turn out.
Shut up, they've gotten better. My storytelling's gotten better. Days they'll all see anyway. But no, oh my god, okay, so I am actually excited for that because I remember hearing a whisper about it, but I wasn't sure if it was this game or something else, but it is this game. But just watching OD, it intrigues me, but I would like to see more. What is this No Rest for the Wicked? Because this seems intriguing. It says it's an RPG. No Rest for the Wicked seems, oh wait, who's it from? Moon Studios. Oh, from Ori, from the creators of Ori and the Big Fluffy Monster.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so it looks like it's like a pirate game. Interesting. Okay, so that one seems kind of interesting. Okay, that looks like a Revenant from Elden Ring. I already don't like that. We're clicking off because I'm those are pretty much the ones that kind of stuck out to me, I'll be honest. But that mostly is because my attention has been pulled more towards a different game that got my attention was pulled by another game that had a trailer release. Actually, not, I think around the same time, but it wasn't at this. One of my specialties that I enjoy so much, but I won't say anything because we're talking about the Game Awards trailer thing.
You can talk about it. It's
one game I want to mention is the Outlast Trials coming to console.
If we're adding one, and since it was kind of in the Game Awards, Hades 2 got a trailer, a story trailer as well.
Cool.
You get to learn that Hades has actually been captured by Kronos.
Oh,
with that.
The fucking baby eater.
Yeah, we're dealing with the Titans.
Hell yeah, that's pretty cool. But no, my attention has more been shifted towards Dragon Age because they released a teaser not too long ago. I think roughly around the same time that a lot of this dropped, where they're going to do a full reveal in summer of 2024. So they basically did a teaser for a trailer, which is frustrating. But oh, it looks so good. And every time they feed me crumbs, I keep crawling back like the scrungly little rat that I am because of the voice acting in the trailer. I'm pretty sure, I'm hoping that the images of the landscape that they're showing are like pretty close to the final shots of the game landscape, and I'm just sobbing and puking and crying and throwing up in excitement. They also now have it available to wishlist on Steam, which is pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
I was gonna say they don't have a release date yet aside from full reveal in the summer, but the fact that they have it available to wishlist on Steam makes me excited, but I also shouldn't let that excite me more because there are a lot of games on Steam that have probably been sitting in the coming soon status for 5 years.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I think the last thing on the list that I am really hyped for out of all of this is the Sega Next Generation trailer we got. That's going to show
just
up.
About to
yeah.
Hive Mind.
The the montage trailer they did showing off a bunch of their... Are these remakes or are these sequels? They look like remakes.
They're remakes of original... It's the start of the next generation Sega console, essentially. It seems like it.
We got teases of remakes for Jet Set Radio, Shinobi, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, Crazy Taxi, and they hinted that there's more to come. These are just the ones that they decided to tease.
I hope it brings it back, honestly, because I don't know. Everybody dogs on Sega, but they're fun little games. They're just we need more games that are like you get what you pay for, story, or even just like Sonic, Jet Set Radio, that kind of stuff.
Are there any more games that were announced that anyone else is hyped for?
Space Marine Warhammer 40k looks cool.
But Space Marine 2, can't wait. It's in my birthday month. Let's go!
Well, we know we'll get you for your birthday.
Yeah.
Damn right, bitch.
But I don't know. I love the Warhammer 40k universe. It doesn't matter what they feed me. Even if I don't buy it, I'll watch it and look at the lore and enjoy it.
Consume.
Yes, all for the glory of the Emperor.
The Emperor.
I mean, yeah. But no, yeah, that's all I got too. There was a funny there's one of the things is a crossover between Final Fantasy 7 and Apex Legends, and Crypto is Cloud.
Oh yeah, I forgot they are
Watson
doing
is
Final Fantasy
Aerith,
crossover for Apex.
and Wraith is Tifa, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
And I don't remember. I watched it a few days ago, but I'm not sure if they have a Sephiroth skin. But you know, when the next part of Final Fantasy 7 comes out, they may do another crossover or something. Now that they got the first one coming out.
But I think that pretty much covers everything that we wanted to talk about for the announcements.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was a fun episode. I think we covered quite a bit between the awards, the controversy that happened during it, and what we're hyped to see come next.
Oh yeah.
Just wanted to thank everyone for tuning in and listening on CJSW or on our YouTube channel at the PopCulture Effect. Thank you, my lovely cast, for coming on. We got Menace.
Oh yeah, always a good time. And make sure to check out the other channels on CJSW as well.
Always. Gemini, thanks for being on here again.
A pleasure as always.
And the lovely Subset.
Heyo.
Thank you all for tuning in. We'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.
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 Heyo, Resident Evil Shooter 1. Heyo.
Start recording.
Bob.
What?
I just wanted to do a Bob.
Future Bob, you bitch.
We don't Future Bob, you're a bitch. We don't do Bobs because we don't have separate audio files, but just wanted
Oh
to see.
shit, I don't have a sound. Alright. Everyone's phone's muted.
You're